In the previous class, we have briefly seen what are the different modules that we are going to study in the subject called as an basic surveying. In that, we have we in module 1 we are going to discuss regarding the basics of surveying, that is the introduction part of surveying, and then definition of surveying, then objectives and importance of surveying, classifications, then the principles of surveying, and then what is map. Okay, then a type of different types of errors, units of measurements. Okay, then measurementum of horizontal distances. In this we are going to see regarding how to measure the horizontal distances by using the tapes. Okay, measuring tapes and the different types of tapes. Then taping on a level ground and a sloping ground, what are the different kinds of error that we are going to see. Then ranging of lines. Okay, how we need to have a ranging, then the direct and indirect method of ranging, then electronic distance measurement. Okay, then regarding different field book entry, how we need to make the field entry, all these things we are going to study in module 1. So module 1 overall it is consisting of the introduction of surveying and the measurement of the horizontal distances. Now, before going to the exact surveying subject, we'll just see what you have studied in your first year of engineering, and then we will try to link it with the surveying. Okay. Now, I think you have studied, first of all, you have studied regarding the different branches of civil engineering. So, in this, the first branch is the structural engineering. In this, what a structural engineer does, okay, he will analyze the different types of load are coming on a building, then he is going to design the building. In that, he is going to design the various components of building such as footings, column, beam, slab, etc., etc. He makes sure that he will the loads coming on the building and the design what he is going to be provide, it is the design should be safe for the human usage. Okay, for a structural engineer also this surveying details are also important. Okay, next is the geotechnical engineering. This geotechnical engineering is nothing but it is going to deal with the soil. Okay, now what a geotechnical engineer does, he is going to view the parameters of the soil, that is safe bearing capacity of the soil, liquid limit, plasticity limit. Okay, any kind of a building that is going to rest on a soil, so the soil has to have the minimum the safe bearing capacity in order to withstand the load of a structure. So he is going to test the soil. Environmental engineer, okay, he is going to design the water supply line. Okay, then from where the water supply line or wastewater line or sewer. Okay, so or he is going to design the STP, WTP. Okay, along with the water analysis he is going to carry. Now comes the transportation engineering, he is going to design the rigid pavement, flexible pavement, or he is going to provide the connection between the 2 points or the 2 locations. For this again surveying is going to be very important aspect even in environmental engineering, in order to lay the water line or wastewater line or sewer line. Okay, and even structural engineer also requires the help of surveying. Okay, then again we will see what a water resource engineer does. He is going to lay down the canal. Okay, then he is going to design the various components of dams. Okay, so that is the work of the water resource engineering. Okay, now we will be studying regarding the surveying. Surveying is one of the very important aspect of civil engineer life. Without a survey, any kind of a structure cannot able to design or construct it. So for any kind of a construction, the surveying is very important. We are going to design or we are going to construct any building, might be road, buildings, dams, okay, etc., or regarding your railway line, all these things they require a surveying. But what is surveying? Now, in a normal term, surveying is nothing but called as an gathering the information. Okay, now if you want to start any kind of a business, okay, what you will do is what is the requirement of that particular product, or you will see how you can get the raw material and all that you are going to see if you want to just start a business. So this is an example. But when it comes to surveying, right, now in surveying what you do is, if you visit any land, what you are going to do is, right, you are going to represent whatever the object. Suppose this is a land, okay, now some objects are there on that particular land. Okay, if you visit this particular site, okay, if you visit this particular site, what you will do is you are going to try to represent whatever the objects which are present on the ground on a sheet of paper. Okay, whatever the objects that you are going to see on a ground, that you try to represent it to have it on a sheet of paper, along with the information such as your what is the elevation, what are the how it is a distance, direction and elevation. Okay, distance, direction and elevation you are going to represent it. You are representing whatever the objects which are present on the ground on a sheet of paper, along with the some of the additional information such as how much is the elevation of that particular point, how much is the where is the location, what are the coordinates. Okay, all these things you are going to note it down along with the sheet of paper. The objects which are present on the ground, you are locating it on a sheet of paper, along with some of the additional information such as how much slope is there, how much or what is the latitude, longitude. All these things you are going to note it down on a surveying. So surveying is on a sheet of paper. So surveying is going to be very important aspect on a in a civil engineer's life. Without surveying, you cannot able to start any kind of a project. Okay, why you cannot start any kind of a project? Okay, if you want to start any kind of a project, you need to have the basic knowledge of the ground, how the ground is present at that particular area wherever you want to start a project. How much is the inclination, how much is the inclination, how much is the declination, what is the slope present, okay, and what is the location along with the latitude, longitude, okay, how much is the distance or from mean sea level, how that particular area is present where you want to start the project. All these basic things you require in order to start a project. Now as a civil engineer, okay, normally what we do is we are going to see how the or any kind of undulations are there in that particular ground. Now these kind of undulations, how we are going to get is by having the leveling. Okay, by having the leveling, we'll see leveling later. So these undulations, whether it is having some undulations, we are going to get it from leveling, so we will see it later. But before that, as a civil engineer, okay, what we do is, suppose this is a land, right, it is already shown how it is there, the land profile. Okay, now if you want to construct a building on this particular land profile, okay, what we do is we are having the tendency to construct a building on a flat surface. So this is having uneven surface. So what we exactly do is we gather the information how much of the undulation is there in this particular land, and then we will be getting it from the leveling. Okay, and then we will get the data regarding this, and then how much slope is there and all, we are going to get it. Now what we want is we want to construct a building on a the surface. Now here, since the undulations are there, we cannot construct the building on these particular undulations. So what we do is we will try to make the land plane. Okay, so that how we can do by having the cutting. Here we do cutting and then we fill it, and thus we are going to make the surface flat, and then we are going to construct a building. So for all such things, the surveying is very important. Okay, so we will see what is surveying, the definition of surveying. I think the surveying, why it is required, you have understood. Okay, now we will define the surveying. It is an art of determining relative position of points on, above or beneath the surface of earth by means of direct or indirect measurement of distance, direction and elevation. I'll repeat it. It is an art of determining the relative position of points on, above or below the surface of earth by means of direct and indirect measurement of distance, direction and elevation. So what we are going to do in this is, we are going to determine, suppose this is the earth surface. Okay, this is the earth surface. We are going to determine the relative position of these points. Okay, we are going to determine the position of these points which is present. Suppose the point is present on the surface of the ground, on, above and below the surface of earth, by having the distance. We are going to, how we are going to measure all these points is by having the three considerations, that is the distance, direction and elevation. Now I will explain what is this distance and direction and elevation. Suppose there are 2 points which are present on a earth surface. Okay, now what we are going to do, represent is, we want to represent its relative distance. Suppose 1 is here and 2 is here. Okay, we want to determine its distance. So we are going to measure this particular distance by using tape or by using chain, and if the distance is too far away, then we will be using the laser beam. For that we are going to use the total station and all. So what we are going to do is, we are going to determine the relative position of the 2 points based upon its distance. Okay, now if we want the direction, okay, suppose there are 3 points, okay, 1, 2 and 3. Now if we want to locate these points, okay, so how we are going to have the directions? We are going to have the 4 directions, that is north, east, south and west. Okay, so relative position of these points can be determined by using the compass. What is compass and all, I will be showing it when I will be showing the instruments. Okay, instruments we will be showing it in the further classes. Now elevation is nothing but how much is the difference between the 2 points in terms of height. Okay, how much the difference is there in between the 2 points by means of height. Okay, now location 1 is present at a higher altitude and location 2 is present at a lower altitude. Okay, now this difference, how we can represent it? By having the leveling. This particular distance between the point 1 and 2 is, we can determine it by leveling. Now what leveling does? Okay, leveling is nothing but, it is a branch of surveying. Okay, the object which is to find the elevation of points with respect to the assumed datum. Datum is nothing but the minimum line, or with respect, datum is nothing but the reference line. Okay, and to establish the points given at given elevation of a different elevations with respect to the given assumed datum. Okay, so elevation here, this is what the leveling is. Leveling, basically you understand that we want to measure the relative difference between the 2 elevations. 1 is there and 2 is there. How much is the height difference is there in between 2, that we are going to measure it by leveling. This is regarding some of the basics regarding surveying. I will redefine the definition of surveying. It is an art of determining the relative position of points. Okay, these are the points which is present. Suppose this is the earth surface. If the point is present on a earth surface, above the earth surface and beneath the earth surface, by measurement of distance, direction and elevation. So this is the diagrammatic representative of distance. Okay, how we are going to measure it? By using the tape or chain. If the distance is too large, then we may use a total station. Then direction, we are going to determine the relative position of points with the direction by having the compass. And then elevation, we are going to determine the difference between the 2 points in terms of elevation, okay, by using the leveling. Okay, so this is what the definition of the surveying is. Now we'll see what are the different objectives of surveying is to prepare the topographical maps which is going to show the hills, valleys, rivers and villages. Okay, now surveying will also be utilized in order to show the maps which is going to have the hills, valleys, rivers and villages. Okay, so surveying will be used for that. Next is to prepare the cadastral map which is going to show the field, houses and other properties. What is the field, boundaries of the field? Suppose if we are going to have the land, okay, if we are going to have the land, what is the boundary of this? That we are going to have it by using the surveying. So surveying will also be utilized to fix up the boundaries of the property. Okay, so if we want to fix up any building or any site property or the fence of that particular property, we are going to use surveying. If we want to fix up the boundary lines, we are going to use the surveying. Okay, to prepare the map showing road, railways and canals, we will be using the surveying. Okay, then to prepare a military map showing the railways, communication with the different parts of the country. Okay, suppose there is a different different parts of a country are there, how we are going to connect it by a railway line, that we will be getting from it. Then to determine the contour map, okay, and to determine the capacity of reservoir. See, contour map, it is basically if we want to determine valley is there, okay, then we will be using this contour map. It is basically the contour map, it is going to tell you regarding the vertical distances, okay, horizontal projection that can be shown by a map, and vertical projections, if it is there, then it can be shown by a contour lines. Okay, then we can determine the capacity of a reservoir. If suppose any reservoir is there, how much is the capacity, that we can get it from the surveying also. And to find out the best possible ways to find out the routes for roads, railways, etc. Okay, suppose if there are 2 points, if we want to connect between the 2 points, what is there will be n number of ways in order to reach this from point 1 to point 2. Okay, how we can reach from point 1 to directly from this line, or this by like this, or by this. Okay, it all depends on how is the land topography is there. It is if too much amount of cutting and filling is there, then we will be wasting too much amount of our amount. So it all depends on how much amount of it is money we are going to put in cutting and filling operations. The best way what we are going to do is whichever is going to give us the less cost, with the less cost and with the shortest distance, if we are going to connect with the 2 points, then we will be using that. So that is the reason why we use the word called as a best possible routes for roads and railways. Then to prepare an archaeological map including the places where ancient places are there, in order to locate that, then the preparation of any plan, estimate or building under the roads and the railways and pipelines, we will be using the survey in order to lay down any kind of, say, water supply line or a railway line, or in case of if you want to construct a building. It all depends on surveying. And why it is depend upon surveying is, you are going to tell how much amount of cutting, filling or how much amount of expenditure is going to be required, that you will be get out with the help of a surveying. So in today's class we have discussed regarding what is the definition of surveying. Okay, it is an art of determining the relative position of points or beneath the, on, above or beneath the surface of earth by means of direct or indirect measurement and distance, direction and elevation. So distance, direction, elevation I have shown. Along with that, some of the objectives in order to prepare the estimate of a building or any water line or railway line or pipelines. If you want to construct that, we will be utilizing the surveying in order to prepare the different kinds of a map, that is topographical map, cadastral map, engineering map, okay, and military map. All for all these we will be utilizing the surveying. So this is how the surveying is going to be important in a civil engineer's life. In the next class, we will be studying regarding the different your classification of a survey based upon the different criteria that we are going to study in the further class. Thank you.